Hey guys, welcome back to Wendell Fishing. Darren here, and today I'm going to show you the 3 best ways to hook a minnow. If you love fishing, especially kayak fishing, hit that sub and bell notification. My videos drop every Thursday at 11:45. All right, let's hop in to how to hook up these guys. All right guys, fishing with minnows is relatively easy to master because the minnow is actually doing most of the work for you. So this is what I highly recommend, especially for minnows under 3 inches. Use a size 4 or size 6 Aberdeen hook to hook these. There's a few things to note here. Minnows really like cool water, so be careful not to take them from cold water to a warmer water setting. They'll just die on you. All right, number 2, if you're transporting your minnows for a long distance, you might want to invest in a little bubbler aerator. I couldn't find mine, I was just looking for it, but I will put the one that I use down in the link below. It's really inexpensive and it runs on batteries. All right, another way to keep your minnows alive longer is to make sure that water is constantly cool. So especially if you're fishing during the summer, you can throw some ice in there, throw some frozen water bottles in there. The cooler it is, the longer those minnows are gonna last for you. And one final note, just keep in mind whenever I'm sharing with you all these hook techniques that predatory fish typically will strike at the head. So keep in mind when we're gonna be hooking these minnows, all these different ways. All right, number 1 way to hook a minnow is the lip hook. Now, remember, when you do the lip hook, you're gonna wanna come through the bottom of the lip and through the top. Now, as you can imagine, when you do this, you're inhibiting the fish from allowing water to pass through its mouth and through its gills. So using this method will make your minnow die off faster than the next 2 methods. So before you cast this every time, make sure you check that your minnow is still alive. And number 2, some guys and girls will actually throw this out and retrieve it, and this is actually a really good way to use a dead minnow, because as you're pulling it back through the water, it's gonna mimic the swim action of a live minnow, but it's actually gonna be dead. So one way to utilize the dead minnows if you run out of live ones is kind of lip hook it and throw it out there and retrieve it. I don't like retrieving minnows, so it's just not my thing. I prefer the bobber technique, which I'll show you in just a second. Number 2 way to hook a minnow is called the back hook. And what you're gonna wanna do is take the hook and put it right behind the dorsal fin, just like that. You can see them wiggling around like that. The perfect application for this is whenever you're using a bobber. So use a bobber, put some split shot on it, drop this down there, and this thing's just gonna swim around naturally. Now, here's the thing. If you get this a little too close to its spine, you're gonna paralyze the fish. So what I would highly recommend doing is once you put the back hook in, is drop it in the water and make sure it swims around freely, so you got yourself a minnow down there enticing those bites that you're looking for. All right, the 3rd way is the tail hook. So you're gonna take your hook right back through the tail, just like that. When utilizing this way to hook a minnow, you're not gonna wanna put a bobber on it, you're not gonna wanna put a weight on it. The idea behind this is that it can swim freely through the water without any weight. So if you're gonna use the tail method, take those sinkers, take the bobber off, and just let it swim freely, and the fish will smash it. All right, those are the 3 ways you really need to know. There's other ways, and you'll see videos and stuff on them out there where you can go through the eye socket and then come out the mouth. I always have them get off that way. You can actually go through the mouth and come out the belly. I think that just kills them, so you don't stick them around. So stick with the 3, the lip hook, the back hook, and the tail hook, and you'll be set. And of course, if you learned something, please hit that like button, help me out a little bit, and I'll keep them coming. Hey guys, thanks for watching, see ya.